Welcome back to the channel, guys. We have a lot of iPhone 12 leaks and rumors going around, so let's just get right into it. So you guys digging the new setup? Absolutely love my new studio room. I throw a link in the description if you guys missed my studio reveal video. Awesome video. I highly encourage you guys to watch it. But anyway, first thing on the list, everybody's talking about this. The iPhone 12 will not have a charger included inside the box. Like, wow. That is the stage that we're on right now. First, they took away the headphone jack, and now we're not going to have the charger. Now, granted, they will include the cable, but the power adapter will not be included. And honestly, I think this is a silly move because not everybody like me is going to have a power adapter. If this is going to be a phone where you want a new power adapter, you want new everything, and you can't get it, you got to buy it separately. And the sad thing is, what's going to happen is people are going to spend $1,000 on the phone and then buy a cheap knockoff power adapter and destroy their phone, and then they're going to go to Apple, get it replaced, spend more money. It's going to be a big mess in my opinion. And this change might prepare us for the future because the iPhone 13 may not have a charging port whatsoever. So no charging port, wireless charging is going to be the future basically. And there's a patent that Apple is working on, a smart connector on the iPhone where you can charge the iPhone magnetically on the side. But for the most part, Apple is aiming towards a no port iPhone. So not having a charger included on the iPhone 12 is preparing us for the future. And speaking of that, the AirPods is not going to be included inside the box too. And honestly, I don't use my AirPods. That's the wired AirPods. I use my regular wireless AirPods. So yeah, it's the end of an era. And Apple's reason for this is just to reduce the e-waste. So not including the charger is going to be good for the environment. And not only that, the box is going to be thinner and smaller. So I'm curious to see how that box is going to look like. Since it being so smaller, the UPS trucks are going to be, you're going to have more iPhones in the trucks now. But what's going to be crazy is if Apple doesn't include the wire, the cable. I think they're going to include the cable at least. And then the iPhone 13, they're not going to include nothing. Another reason too is to bring the cost down. So it's just cutting costs on the iPhone 12. We all know the iPhone 12 is going to have the latest and greatest tech. So 5G millimeter waves and the A14 chip. And the camera is going to be pretty insane. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit. So the least they could do is to cut down the charger, which the charger is pretty expensive. The AirPods is $30. So that would reduce the cost. But what's crazy is the price may remain the same. If not, the price might even increase to $50 more, which is insane. The iPhone already is expensive. That $50 can go towards the charger now. It's going to be a point in time where people are not going to spend that much money on a phone. But anyway, I guess this is good for the environment, smaller box. Now here goes Samsung following Apple. They may not include a power adapter in their boxes too. So the Galaxy series, you may not see a power adapter included inside the box. And I remember Samsung was making fun of Apple for having a notch and not having the headphone jack. And now, look. So that's the future of 2020 smartphones. You may not have the power adapter, but the iPads, they are safe. They're going to have the power adapter. And speaking of Samsung, the Galaxy Note 20 has been leaked. This is the design of the Note 20, and I got to say, it looks gorgeous. You guys see this color? This bronze looking color, oh, it looks pretty good. And we're going to see that announced by Samsung very soon, I would say. And going back to the iPhones, not all iPhones will have 5G millimeter waves. So Apple might reserve the 5G millimeter waves for the Pro series. So the iPhone 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max, they will get 5G capability millimeter waves. And I'm kind of surprised at Apple for hopping on the 5G wave so early, because Apple is known for adding things late and they like to refine it, wait a little bit, refine it, see what's the best time to release it. So no ProMotion display on the iPhone 12. This is a big deal breaker for me. After using my iPad Pro, I just love the buttery smooth 120 Hertz display, the ProMotion. And going back to the iPhone, it's not bad, but I would prefer that buttery smoothness. And that was one of the main things that I was so hyped about the iPhone 12, other than its design. That's sad news. But I think for the average consumer, they might not notice it, or I don't know, they might not care about it. But for me, ProMotion, I need that, man. But on a good note, Apple is going to be innovating again on the camera. So The iPhone 11 Pro Max camera is just insane. This is like, if you're a content creator, you need to have this phone. This phone camera is just like remarkable. The night mode, the ultra wide, the 4K in the front and on the rear, and the iPhone 12's camera is going to be even better. So now you can shoot 4K 120 frames per second, and you have 4K 240 frames per second. Now I'm not sure if this is going to be reserved for the slow-mo mode or if it's going to be for the normal mode, but we gotta wait and see. I think most likely it's gonna be for the slow-mo. They're raising the bar again on the camera. So the camera lens will be larger than the 11 Pro. So if you guys thought this is big and large, it's gonna be even bigger on the iPhone 12. So prepare yourself. We have a report that the A14 chip will have 15 billion transistors. Yeah, but it's gonna be pretty powerful, and Apple is totally kicking ass when it comes down to the processors on their products. Now things are a little bit better. It's still terrible out there, but everything is gonna be onto par. Apple's still gonna announce the iPhones in September and possible release in October or even November. Apple is also working on reverse wireless charge. Not sure if it's gonna be for the iPhone 12 or iPhone 13. That was one of my main letdowns on the 11 Pro. No reverse wireless charge. So if my AirPods die, I can't put it on the back of the iPhone and let it charge. But on the Galaxy, I can put it right there on the back and let it charge wirelessly. The iPhone 12 Pro will have 6 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, it's not really too impressive on paper, but you know Apple is going to optimize it, and yeah, the optimization on iOS is remarkable. But the more RAM, the better. You have more apps to hold in the background. Unclear about the regular iPhone 12. Switching gears to the AirPods 3, we may see the AirPods Pro design on the AirPods 3. Similar design language, but minus in the noise cancellation, transparency mode, and no in-ear design, which I'm completely fine of. I'm not a big fan of in-ear headphones or in-ear buds. I like them resting in my ears, and I'm pretty sure if you love your AirPods, you're gonna love that too. Alright, so just to give you guys a good idea, this is AirPods, and these are AirPods Pro. So Apple is gonna reduce the stem, so it's not gonna look as big, and they're gonna have the same stem style as the AirPods Pro, but it's gonna look just like this, the AirPods 3, but it's gonna be in-ear, so it's gonna rest in your ear without the in-ear silicone tips and all of that. So it's just gonna rest in your ears, no noise cancellation, no transparency, and you might even have the force touch sensor on the side, which I'm not really a big fan of. If you ask me, I like the tap because it's more faster, and sometimes when I'm 3D pressing or force touching on the side, I feel like I'm taking the AirPods out my ear a little bit. But yeah, I hope Apple would keep the tap functionality on the AirPods 3. But the design of the AirPods Pro, it's not bad. I actually like them better than the original AirPods, but the original AirPods, I still prefer them because they fit my ear better than AirPods Pro. Now it's unclear on how the case is going to look like. Most likely they're probably going to take the AirPods Pro case, but now it's going to be looking the same. But I guess it's going to look like this because it's going to be the Pro design. So the Pro design don't fit this. Who knows? We most likely will see AirPods 3 next year, 2021. Now, according to Quo, he's predicting that Apple is going to release a 10.8-inch iPad later this year. And then next year, Apple is going to release an 8.5-inch iPad mini. So every year, Apple has refreshed the standard iPad, but are they going to finally increase the processor, give us the A11 chip, because the A10 chip is not going to hold up any longer, but at the same time they want to reduce the cost and keep the display non-laminated just to reduce the cost, because laminated displays are far more expensive than non-laminated. And you want to keep that price $330, which I don't recommend that one. I recommend bumping up to 128 because 32 gigabytes is not enough in 2020. And yeah, that's basically it. So my thoughts on the charger, I think that's pretty silly, but I think just like everything else, we're going to get used to it and we're just not going to care about it. There's a lot of great power adapters out there. I'll link them down below. We got one from Ugreen, Intertech, we got Anchor. We got a lot of quality brands out there. And same thing with the cable. I never really used the Apple cables I know sometimes I use them just because they're right there. Apple cables never last for me, so I always like getting a braided cable and a quality power adapter. So guys, that pretty much concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, I appreciate it with a thumbs up. Make sure you guys comment down below. Make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on. And until next time guys, have a simple day. Peace.